Hello, Spencer! With very big news after the reading comp. It's thunderstormy today. But after I'm done reading, I'm going to talk about episode 1 in Suna. The episode is the first, and it's called Episode 1. Maggie turns into a beast. AKA Drago Meg. In this title card, you'll hear Meg very scared, and in the shadow is the beast. First, the story is off the course to Dear Zeti. Dear Zeti. Dear Zeti, we're searching for you. Sincerely, hikers. Dear Zeti, we're calling your name. You are one hard beast to find. We are wild but friendly. Men? Okay. You shouldn't be shy. The hikers. Dear Zeti, we found some tracks or hairs or maybe even human flesh, so you must be close. We would really like to meet you. Sincerely, the hiking hikers. Dear Zeti, Monty is still high, but food supplies are low. The hikers. Dear Zeti, we found some berries. They were delicious, but were they from you? The hikers. Dear Zeti, the forest is getting darker and scary, and the wind is howling wildly, and the storm is going in thunder mode. We hope to see you soon. The hikers. Dear Zeti, we found a snow cave to hide out from the storm, and are you safe and warm too? The hikers. Dear Zeti, are we lost? The hikers. Dear Zeti, we're being killed by the grizzly bear, and we were saved. The hikers. Dear Zeti, thank you, Zeti. The hikers. Dear Zeti, it's late and we have to get back home, but can you help us find our way? No problem, said Zeti. The hikers. Dear Zeti, psst. Dear John, psst. Come look at this. Dear hikers, see you soon, my love. Love, Zeti. Oh, the hikers. See that. Okay. Alpha. I don't know how to describe it. Alpha. Oh, one more thought today. I'm going to set up, what's it called? The Brawl Stars Giantess. And we've got correct days all over here from there. Can you see the calendar? Ugh. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 G's. So we've got 4 G's in all. But next we're going to talk about Outlet Marbles. The ABCs of marbles. Okay, this one's from Marble. A's for alligator. The course, there remains Bashers. B is for Basher. He's a cube, for God's sake. They can bash you everywhere. C is for cutting edges. Like speedrun, where you can cut edges to be a speedrunner. D, dive. Can you dive into lava? E, okay, elevator. They are like running platforms, so they're as the elevator. F, the folding mystery. You're in the gravity platform. Can you make it or not? G, gem. You can find all the gems when you want. H, hell. Would you escape from hell? I, ice. Be careful, it's slippery. J, jump. You're learning to jump. You're in Chapter 1 Master the Basics, and you did it in the diamond time. K. Okay. K. Okay. I don't know what starts with K, but it's okay. Levels are going off kilter. You'll be playing the hardest day of your life. L, loser. That's not what you're going to be called a loser. M, marbles. There are many marbles, as you know. Brush strokes, marbly McMarble face, destructor, swirls, whatever. N, night. It's night, and you're going to have a party full of grafties, platformers, and bashers. O. Oh. On track. You're on track. P. Precious gems. This is from chapter 1 again, and it's more simple than you can count marbles. Q. Quit. You quit while you take a break. R. Rainbow. Can you look like this or this? And maybe the one who will say will be S. Super speed. Can you show speed? I think you can. T. Tracks. Tracks are used for power-ups like Feather Fall, Super Jump, and Super Speed. And time travel. Also T. Time travel starts with T. U. Underwater. No. I think you can't. V. Vat. You're in the vat. Okay. You may be full of it. W. Wish. Wish that you want to make yourself whole again. X. X marks the spot. Y. U. Yes, you. Where you drink and keep marbles, but everyone loves. Z. Zoom. Okay. I'm getting to go. See you next time. Okay. That's fun. But not as fun as this. Okay. I'm going to the bathroom. Okay. Oh. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. I love my new toy, Sound Monster Edition. I love my new toy. Hey Z, what are you doing? Look at my new toy. I love my new toy. And what does it do? Have no idea. Maybe it is a throw toy. I love throwing toys. Here, try it. Yes. Thank you. Zip. Nice throw. Thanks. Here it comes. Crash. I broke your toy. You broke my toy. My new toy! I'm mad and sad. I am mad and sad. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Very sorry. I don't care. My new toy is broken. And you broke it. Huh? Cool. You have a Break and Snap toy. Snap. That is a fun toy. Thanks. Break, snap, break, snap. Do you want to play with a new toy? I don't thank you for the new toy. You do not want to play with my new toy? I don't want to play with your new toy because I want to play with you. Because friends are more fun than toys. You're it. No, you're it. Break. Okay. Zula and the Draken. This is going to look definitely similar to whatever. Okay. Lula lived in a whole castle on the fortress with her parents. She loved looking for things that washed up in the lava and watching the animals that lived on the rocks or for the lava. Okay. Okay, but none of them that would last much longer in a few days. Lula and her family will have to move more because their home was going to be torn down to make a way for a huge highway that would run along the coast. One early morning, she packed some sandwiches and took her bucket and spade. She went for a walk along the rocks, combing for treasures while she still could. But further down the shore, further down the path of rocks, she noticed a bird snapping at something in a small rock pool. Lula chased away the seagull, and then she scooped up the tiniest creature in her bucket. Don't you think beach? Is it the rocky beach? It curled around Zula's finger, happy to have been rescued. Look how little you are, said Zula. You are hardly bigger than a bean. Ooh, that's what I call you. Bean. It's getting late. Zula told Bean, I'll be back tomorrow. Then she headed for home. Lula woke up early the next morning. She made 3 extra sandwiches and hurried along the beach the rock beach, to see her new friend. But the tiny creature she had left in the rock but had grown overnight. Now the water friend turned into a beast. Zula would have to find him a new home. She scooped up Bean up in her bucket. Then he hardly fit, dragged the bucket to a large pool. Lil gave Bean all the sandwiches she brought. Zula gave me all the sandwiches she brought, even her own. She stayed all night long as she could and played until sunset. It was getting harder to say goodbye. The next day, Zula packed up all the food she could carry, stepped in it by the sheet, and dragged it to Bean's pool. But now he has getting bigger. There's no way Zula can carry him now. So she lured Bean to an extra large rock pool with the food she brought. They spent hours of fun together and was the greatest day two friends could have. When it was time to go home, she felt terribly sad. Soon she would have to move away and leave them forever. The next morning, Zula felt miserable as she picked up her things. She was already missing Bean a great deal. So Zula picked up some pickles, potatoes, and crackers. Zula pickles, potatoes, pickles, and crackers in the box itself to see Bean one last time. But he wasn't in the pool. She couldn't find him anywhere. She sat beside the empty rock for ages and ages, but she never got the chance to say goodbye. But on moving day, Zula watched her mom and dad pack the last of their belongings into her car. They looked as sad as she felt. But then came the roar of bulldozers. Zula, her parents called. It's time for us to go. But she won't go. Oh, she couldn't. This was their home, and not just her family's. This stretch of beach was home to millions of creatures like her friend Bean. So Zula marched over the bulldozers. I'm not going everywhere, she shouted. The men laughed. I mean it, she yelled. The bulldozers scratched forward, puffing black smoke in the air, but it was no use. Zula turned to get one last look at her house. And there was Bean, bigger than 10 elephants he could probably reach. He curled around Lula's home the way he curled around her finger as first they met. The men stopped laughing and raced away, leaving their bulldozers behind. And she still lives in her house with her parents, and there is no highway. Of course, the bulldozers came back 3 more times actually, but each time Bean chased them away. Zula still walks along the sand every day. Zula still walks along the sand every day, searching for interesting things now that he's looking for. And most days, Bean swims along into his shadows. They couldn't be happier. 2 more books, then it's off to Meg's transformation. Liam takes a stand. Mail takes a stand. Restel and Rester were Red Cell and Red Cell were identical twins who did identical things. I mean messes. When the reverse guy joined, when R joined the track team, R came running. When R joined the swim team, R dove in. Let's do it again. When R1 joined the track team, R2 came running. When R2 joined the swim team, R1 dove in too, and they both rocked the ARV club at exactly the same time. They're constantly competing with each other. Right. Sometimes the twins won, but their little brother, Male never won. Mostly he just wanted to play with them, but L1 and L2 didn't have time for that. On the first day of summer, L2 Lemonade Universe opened for business, and L1's Lemonade Multiverse opened right next door. Are you hiring as Male? I'll never even work. I'll ever even for free. You just slow me down, said L1. You just hold me up, said L2. Okay, what's first? Male was discouraged, but not for long. I'll show them how hard I could work, he thought. So he did all jobs around the neighborhood, except paid him in cash. Except Mrs. How can I spell Raymond backwards? Dnom. Dnomder. Miss Nomder, who paid him in apples. And that inspired a plan. Maybe, he thought, at just the right time. Back at the stands, one called his lemonade new and improved when he added bigger ice cubes. 2 claimed his lemonade would make you run fast if you drink 50 glasses. 1 started drinking pink lemonade. 2 started selling purple. 1 blasted music. 2 hired a band. They spent all their earnings on bigger and crazier and most symmetrical gimmicks. But except, male. On the other hand, mostly saved, everyone still paid him cash, except Mrs. Numder. Almost time, he thought. They brought ads, he borrowed the money from their moms. They brought billboards, he borrowed the money from their dads. They got more foot traffic, they have more bike traffic, and more car, van, and truck traffic. This, thought Male, is just the right time for me. And so, Male's Apple Mayhem opened for business. His music was soft, and his smile was inviting. He added a hint of ginger to his juice. He sprinkled a dash of cinnamon. He posted a sign that says, "Fresh from the Mayhem's finest apples." "He won't last a week," said 1. "He won't last a day," said 2. But 7 days and a half later, he had all the traffic, and so... They changed lemon stands to Apple Highway, but at first they left out the ginger and cinnamon. Then they put too much. So their attempts to snare Male's customers didn't help one bit, but they ran out of money and went out of business. Even worse, they still owed the money to their parents. So they did odd jobs around the neighborhood. The more they worked, the more they wondered, should I, could I? They walked and ran and sprinted and jogged and zoomed all the way. They asked for Male if he was hiring. "You just slow me down," said Male to 1. "You just hold me up," said Male to 1. To 2. 2 hung his head in. They both hung his head in shoulders. Shame. "I'm sorry and sorrier. I'm the sorriest that we never have time to play," they said. "If you hire me," says 1, "I'll play with you for an hour a week. If you hire me," says 2, "I'll play with you for 2 hours, even infinite days a week. 5 hours, 7 hours. Deal," says Male. And they worked and played, and sometimes they competed. The almost dumb playmate. Ooh, this is going to be the last one. This is going to be the end. But before I take the final one away, I just want to say something that I'm going to upload a Brawl Stars Girls Giantess. And this is what I'm going to do. Okay. It might be confusing, but I'll get the idea. Okay. I'm going to make the okay. I'm going to make the almost terrible play more terrible. Then it's going to be stupid. I switched to Lion's name letters to male because male was a boy and he's a paper card. And it's a reverse edition of Lion Takes Stand. And yes. Here it is, without further ado, the almost stupid late date. What do you want to play? What do you want to play? How about I'm the queen of the universe and my tall ache? Okay. Mem is my sister queen. You visit my castle. Or how about I'm the giantest dinosaur ever and you're the dinosaur too, but not the good giantess. And we stop around and smashing stuff. What if I'm a magical wizard and Mem is my helper and you're a frog that I turn into a pony? Or that I turn into a pony for Mem to ride. Or what if I'm a giant fire-breathing dragon that you find in a cave and I scare you? No, how about I'm a ballet instructor and you are in a ballet school and so is Mem. No, how about both? How about we're both race cars, but I'm the fastest, so I win the championship of the universe, right? I know! I'll be the famous singer in the band with Mem and your... Okay. And you will be whatever I will be, that I will say with, but like this. Ooh! Okay, yeah. Okay. You sound like a wolf howling, but hey, I know you can be a wolf, and I'll be the bear, and everyone is afraid of us. You can be the bear in my circus, and Mem, and I train you to do tricks. If I want myself to be in circus, well, I don't want to be a wolf, or a dinosaur, or a race car. Well, I don't want to be a ballerina, or a frog, or a pony. I want to be what I want to be. I don't want to play with you. I'm making a castle. I'm a wizard queen ballerina teacher who is also a famous singer, and Mem is my singing, dancing sister queen who we also had to own the circus. And I'm a fire dragon race car or bulldozing tuner, but I can turn into a monster truck and a bear, and I'll have my own zoo. If you're a bulldozer, maybe you can build a road to my castle. And when you get here, you can see my singing show. Okay, maybe when you're done singing, I can turn into a dragon and give everyone a right so to see my mansion and my zoo. This is fun. We should play again tomorrow. Okay. What do you want to play? What do you want to play? Phew. 3 minutes passed, and now it's time for the grand finale. Drago Meg. You know what? I'm getting the iPad. Okay. Okay. When the team wants entry into the fight, the zone where the radioactives came from. Okay, where am I going to be in through with this? Mickey, Donald, and Goofy took SMG4 and Mario and even Meg to the radioactive plants. Okay. And then they sit still and then did art. But all they did is several times! And okay. He got angry that he was taking an art. He threw a brush in. Okay. He threw a brush in the radioactive plant, and then the green dribbles and oozes came down to Meg, and then got a numbering stuck to her head, or a lettering. He got a numbering called a 0, which she's normal. But during Holy Cross, aka Cross School, Miggy decided to leave them alone, rubbed the ones in. But everyone is scared, so she feels a sharp bulge in her head. No, or her heart. She's turning into a human dragon. She's getting so big, her skin's turning to blue. She is getting horns and a tail. And then she is huge. And then she carefully takes care awfully to that red plumber who's Mario, who saves stupid princesses all the time. And he's dumb. He's the dad, but he's dumb. You know what? I forgot about the normal one. Here's Maggie in a normal way, but as you can see, her eyes are yellow and have orange structures. She has 2 horns and a tail, and she's an alpha. But in the ice announcement, Norm came along with a cool book called The Dictionary with a Radio Player. He puts on a CD and makes annoying noises, but Maggie is still mad at Crack, so she throws Mario and gives Norm a headache. And now she's updating to become a beta monster. She's turning green, and so does her hair. Okay, about the alpha one. She talks like this. Me need you, me love Red, and me love you. That's what she looks. That's what she says. But in the beta mode, she's green, and she still talks like this. But wings appeared him out. But in the work, but in the Transformers background, oops, it dropped my iPad there. In the gutter of the orange rock placing. She keep her in she made a bigger Jovi. The one that will be steel. But the Weldos crushed her Juvie and make her bigger again. She's turning purple and blue. And she has two horns, and a triangle thingy is growing out of her top of her tail. And this is what he looks like. Now her eyes stay the same, but not. She's roaring. Crazy. Right? And now in the final zone, she's now turning to a Delta mode. Delta mode. She doesn't talk very much. She's now a monster voice. She has black horns on top of before of two horns. And it's getting big. And the triangle thing's still here. But look. You can see her face. She's turning angry. But her eyes are still the same. But the time passed and now it was over. She's turning little and little and little. And the bad man was an ant. Negative alpha. And Maggie turned into a ghost, the good Maggie. And then they blamed bad Maggie and stomped and let Krog stomp his foot. So yeah, that's the end of it. She holds in Delta mode, but she is not growing enough. We're going to S Epsilon. Check what May is. She's red and orange, but her eyes still look the same. Ooh. Sorry. Missed a scene in the front, sorry. Now there's two horns stuck in the tail. No. It's happening to her again. He still has wings. And now in Zeta mode, he's gray and black. And now there's horns bigger. And now he has 3 horns in her head. Same as Epsilon and Eta. She's okay, negatively teal and blue, and she has a speary thing on top of the triangle. And now she has 1 horn. Still as Zeta and Oaf and then Zeta mode, he's turning to a Mega Dragon. He has X's and the eyes are the same. Not the same. The triangles turning bigger. And he's like an arrow. And she has Mixel ears. And then that's not all. Iota in Iota mode. The triangle's doing the same thing, but her Mixel ears are growing horns. She's turning into a full demon. But wait, there's pause symbols in her eyes, and now the horns are bigger than an arrow for an arrow. And they have one horn at the mixels here, and the horns are white. They have anchor. They have antler horns in lambda, and then still like a triangle. It has a ball, and now antlers are growing, and the arrow's long in moo, but she won't stop growing. But the antlers are updating in new, and it's a double triangle thingy in her tail, and now the horns are changed lopsided in C, and he have balls with horns and and in Omicron, she's turning evil. Just look at her eyes. Very crazy, right? In her tail, and he has triangles, and then he still has lopsided horns, but not all. And in Pi, they have moon. He got a moon one. In Rho, he has an X, and there she has horns. He has a backwards tail in Sigma. In Tau, the mixel horns are in here. Oh god, there's different horns, and there's a iPods. And she looks like Free from Normabox, which Dragon Mode that she is. In Upsilon, she has double triangular ears, and this is the same as new. Yes, that's right. New Epsilon's shape is samer than new. And those eyes are X's, but they've changed. See, Phi has horns, and her tail is a double claw-handed tail. In she's growing a long tail, and this is the moon crescent. And see, they have upside down horns, and they have a tail without the triangle. They have horns in their tail, and this is the final thing, in which I will speak. They have white hair. They have white hair and strikes all along her horns. The face has horns, and now the horns are more, except the gold horns. They look gray. The wings had updated, except the wings have updated in Steel Lil. They have lines. Lines are from the tail, and this is the mega one. They have spikes all over her, except even the boots. And yes, these are all the modes from. Okay, whatever. You get the idea. Okay. This is it. Got all the girls yesterday, but okay. I'm going to do something different rather than the kids collection. So the scenes of their parts and their clothes parts gripping. They have copy ones that are too long, so I'll have to remove them. And well, that's it. That's all the story. But before I forget, Brawl Stars is going to be here. But okay. But okay, you know all the Brawl Stars fans are happy that I'm going to are okay. Well, they're all Brawl Stars fans, but I'm happy I'm going to make this. But well, I don't know. But you'll be here soon. The Giantess Girls. Only human, not alien like Emma. Okay, I don't know what her name, what the alien, the purple alien guy's name is. I'm not sure, but whatever. And okay, I am starting to think that I'm very confused. Okay, okay, there's something that I'm going to be confused. Okay, but maybe I'm not sure if okay. I might be, but I'm going to have to say this time. But okay, I'm okay. So, Brawl Stars Only Human Girls Giantess is going to come soon. So stay tuned. Okay. I'm not sure how, but it's like Zola and the sea monster. Even the dragon's taking a big time. The bird turned into a dragon that he won't stop growing. Bean isn't happy to feel like this anymore. But, well, it's been time though, so that, okay. Well, okay. I'm going to make Brawl Stars soon. And I forgot to tell you, it's June. So June is here. But I'm too late. But but it's late. So don't forget it. In July, I'm going to make it Bane Excited. And in August, I'm going to make what's that thing going to call? It's after Diablo Sounds. I'll have to remember it. I'm not sure, but if it okay, I'm very confused if it's after Diablo Sounds, but I'll be going to make the rest later. I'm not sure if there's going to be, but goodbye. I'm leaving now. See you soon for Brawl Stars Girl Giantess. But if you want more, be back for later. I promise. Bye.